Let's talk all about parasites and parasite cleansing. So let's start with symptoms. Some of the symptoms you might experience if you have a parasitic infection are intense cravings for food, especially unhealthy and processed foods, digestive discomfort, we got teeth grinding, we got irritability, we have extreme fatigue, interrupted sleep patterns, and itching in the anus or vulva region. In addition to all of those, we also have autoimmune conditions. As a matter of fact, they can ultimately lead to autoimmune conditions if you don't take care of them. In my practice, I have found that with all of my clients that have autoimmune conditions, that have hormonal imbalances, or that just come from processed food in general, a thorough parasite cleanse is such a vital component. Now, although I wouldn't solely depend on what I'm about to tell you to see if you have parasites, what I will say is that they often stimulate Th2 immune cells, which is actually what creates antibodies. They also suppress Th1 cells, which are a type of white blood cell, which plays a crucial role in the immune system. It is so vital to realize parasites are a living organism that needs another living organism, aka a host, in order to get the food they need to survive. When you have a parasitic infection, the first thing you should not be thinking about is what herb can I take to kill the parasites. Yes, taking herbal anti-parasitic medicine is part of the process if you want to get rid of parasites. However, the first question you should really be asking yourself is, what made my body hospitable to parasites to begin with? What is it about my internal terrain that allows these parasites to reproduce? Parasites will only thrive in an overly acidic environment in which they have a lot to feed off of. If you have a parasitic infection, this means that your body is not in homeostasis and your channels of elimination are not functioning optimally yet, right? This can be helped. But if you're putting more waste into your body at a quicker rate than you're actually getting rid of it, this is a problem. Think about where you are most likely to see roaches and rats. No, this is not a parasite, but I think you get my point. Part of pest control is getting rid of waste. Parasites like sluggish, stagnant environments. This comes from mucus-forming food, acid-forming food, unhealthy lifestyles, and again, your eliminative pathways not functioning properly. If your internal cellular sewer system, aka the lymphatic system, as well as your detox pathways, like the liver, the kidneys, the GI tract, if there's stagnation in these areas within the body, then parasites are going to have an amazing time, right, reproducing in your body. We can take all the parasitic herbs in the world that we want to take. If we don't create lasting change and do this holistically, so we work on all of our eliminative pathways, parasites will not die off, right? You might get a few that come out right when you're passing stool, but these are living organisms that are very intelligent and they want to keep their species alive. When they are dying off, they're also going to lay eggs. A lot of parasitic herbs don't kill parasite eggs. Some do, but they won't kill all of them. There's many different species of parasites. So a thorough protocol, if you really want to get all of these guys out, you got to take a full holistic approach. If you are about to embark on your first thorough parasite cleanse and you're really dedicated to it, I recommend a fully holistic process for a minimum of 1 to 3 months so that you kill off all the stages of the parasites. And this means that you're doing everything, right? Diet, anti-parasitic herbs, herbs for your eliminated pathways that are blocked, and actually seeing what those are for you, because that's going to vary from person to person. If you want to see which eliminative pathways within your body are compromised so that you can use herbal medicine to work on those as well, right, during your parasite cleanse, I highly recommend a tool such as iridology. Iridology can give you a map as to what's going on within your body. This is very, very powerful. For example, if you think that your parasite infection might be affecting UTIs, might be affecting your female reproductive system, we can see if these areas are dealing with some compromising, and that way you can use herbs to support the regeneration of those while you're also getting rid of parasites. This makes it a holistic process and you're working with everything at once as opposed to just trying to take herbs to kill the parasites. Now, the herbs that I use for each client is going to vary, but some of my favorite anti-parasitic herbs are wormwood. I also love black walnut hull. We also have diatomaceous earth, which I'll use with caution, butternut bark, clove, pumpkin seeds as well. So sometimes I'll use some of these in combination. It just depends on each person. Remember, if you're going to utilize some of these plants, to do it in a holistic process, right? Your diet should also match an anti-parasitic diet. You should be doing this for at least 1 to 3 months. And you should really, if you really want to get rid of them once and for all, I highly recommend working on all your channels of elimination, doing a thorough detox from top to bottom, and working on any glandular compromises that you have, which you may not even know that you have. So working with someone to figure that out could also be very helpful. If you have weak adrenals, this is going to affect your kidneys, right? If you have weak kidneys, this is going to affect your liver. So get all of it done together at once instead of kind of dragging your way through this. And that way you can be one and done. And then I always recommend a thorough parasite cleanse every 6 months or so. It's a good maintenance program because regardless of how clean you eat, if you have pets, if you are ever exposed to food that you're not making yourself, you're always at risk. If you are interested in working with me through an anti-parasitic personalized protocol, feel free to click the link in my bio to head over to my website. And never forget, physical freedom is your birthright.